Hi, welcome to today's Dental Fit class. Today's class we're going to exercise the hands to begin with, then we'll move into a little bit of a higher intensity class, just meaning we're going to be moving a little bit faster to get your heart rate up, and then we'll be moving into some single leg strengthening moves. So sit comfortable on your chair, slightly forward with your feet under your knees instead of under the chair. And then we'll sit nice and tall. We're not reclining on the chair back. Just extend and extend. Good. So make sure you're opening your hands as far as you can, all the way like that, and separating the fingers as far as you can. So stretch. Add your breathing. Inhale, exhale. And start stretching through the wrist. Good. And again, make a fist. Bend your wrist this way. A little bit of a circle. Open the wrist and the fingers. Good. Rolling it back up, finger joints first, then making a fist, bending. Now, as you do this, try not to do this with your elbows. Let's bring your elbows toward each other to deepen the bend through here. All right, circle it. Palms towards the front. Open those fingers, bending the wrists. So make a nice bend, okay? And fingers up and press. Pressing it forward as if you're pushing against a wall. So you want to make as much of a bend in the wrist as possible. Okay, whoops, get it in front of my shirt so you can see better. Then down and up. Do this with both hands, down and up. To the front, continue, down and up. Now let's just curl your finger joints, just the fingers. Now make a fist. Bend the wrist. So trying to get a nice vertical forearm. All right, rotate. Open the wrist, extend through the elbows. And now completely open the hands. And if you don't feel like you're getting much of a bend through here, you can reach over with the other hand and exhale to try to deepen that stretch. Don't make yourself grimace. Just add your breathing so that your muscles will gently loosen. All right. And let's circle the thumbs. Nice big circles, and then open, and we'll reach under with your left hand to grab your right thumb, and just do a little stretch, pulling it back. I have my top hand resting on my bottom hand. This will give me a little leverage, and once again, we're not pulling so hard that we're grimacing, just making it feel good. All right, extend your left hand, reach under with your right, and let's do a gentle pull down. And one hand is resting on the other for leverage. Good. So we'll keep your left hand out, and let's use your thumb at the base of your pinky. Now we'll try to open the palm from this side. I'm resting my fingers against the back of my hand, and trying to open the palm. Your top hand, don't let it turn this way. Let it resist so that the palm gets stretched across. Let's do the other side. So your right hand, your left thumb is going to pull down to try to open up your palm. Good. And now let's stretch the fingers again, extending through your elbow. All right, I hear everybody breathing very nicely. Good. And palms face each other. Let's just pull down at the finger joints. Now as you're sitting here, sit nice and tall. Have your feet out in front of you. Good. If you want to get bonus points, work your feet a little bit at the same time. Good. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. So it's just the finger joints. This is different than doing a whole fist. All right, try touching the inside of your knuckles with the base of the tip of your fingers, I should say. Tip of your fingers down. And if you're not quite making it, you can use your other hand and just encourage it to move a little further. Add some nice breathing. If you have burning in your finger joints, this is just a great one to do more and more often. Pull, pull, and pull. All right, so all of the fingers are down or trying to be down. Let's extend the thumb. Good. And you're continuing to press down. Now let's do the first finger and your thumb. Okay, inhale, do those 3 fingers again, but keep reaching long with your thumb and your first finger. Okay, release, inhale, exhale, like any other muscle. All right, up. Now let's just try doing the pinky and the ring finger. I need a little help, so good. I'm going to hold these down and lift with the other fingers. Yep. Now, after a little bit of helping, you might find that then you can do it without your hand. That's progress. All right, now let's do the other side. At first, I need a little help. And you know, your brain and your muscles need to reconnect again, even in your hands. Okay, release it a little bit, and we'll do those last 2 fingers again. Maybe you don't need so much help this time. You could reach across with the thumb. I know everybody's feeling it in your forearms. All right, now let's just try the pinky and make the other ones go up. It doesn't want to do it. I'm going to hold this down. And as soon as I take my hand off, this curls down. So as young as I am, I'm already having some loss of ability. So like I can do it in one hand and not the other. So these are just some challenges to improve. All right, reach across with your thumb and grab your pinky. Other fingers straight up in the air. Good. Reach across with your thumb and grab your ring finger. Make the other ones go straight up. Middle finger, first finger. It's amazing. And now let's work those individual finger joints. Do one finger at a time. Trying to flush out any built up minerals, dead cells that accumulate in the joints. This is something definitely should do every single day while anytime watching TV or anytime your hands are free. And probably should start it at least in your 30s, because you'd be quite surprised how soon stiffness and lack of control that you start beginning to have earlier than you think. All right, so a few more. Let's just chop some onions. Good, sideways, as if you're chopping with the side of your hand. What'd you say?
He's tearing up.
Oh, you're tearing up, yeah. Strong onions. All right, a few more circles. All right, let's do a little bit quicker movements today, like I promised. Reaches and pulls back. Now, as you do this, stick your chest forward. Chest forward. So if you're hunching like this, I'd like you to lead with the chest. That makes a stronger back, a stronger spine. And have your hands a little lower so you can keep your shoulders down, not up by your ears. And as you get stronger, you can start reaching your arms higher. Long as you're not doing this with your shoulders. All right, now let's reach it left and right. Sitting on the front edge of your chair, feet are slightly forward of your knees, a little higher, higher. As long as you don't have any knife pain, get those arms up. Now we'll reach across, left hand reaching right and left, right. So now we're stretching the back of your ribs. Try to get the hands higher than the head. Good. Leaning out directly over your thigh. Good. A little faster. Pull, reach, pull. And as you pull the elbow back, sorry, I got mixed up there. As you pull back, tighten the core. Reach, tighten your core. Let's stay to the same side. I mixed everybody up, including myself. So let's go to the left. Reach, pull back. Reach, pull back. Same side. Tighten your core, tighten your butt. Reach, pull. Last one. Switching sides, okay? Extend, pull back. Extend, engage. 2 more. Reach. 1 more. Good. All right. Let's shift around a little bit. Release that tension. I lift up one shoulder and then the other. As you're leaning over your right leg, you can push on your other leg with your hand and lift that shoulder up by your ear. This is a really sweet stretch from your shoulder down to the back of your hip. Switching sides, inhale deeply. So you're leaning over your left leg. Use your hand. Now straighten that arm to lift that shoulder up by your ear. And let your head relax. Inhale, we'll switch sides one more time. So watch me if you're not quite sure what we're doing. I'm slouching and then I'm using this arm, and watch as I straighten the elbow, shoulder comes up by my ear, and this is a nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale, so you're leaning over your left leg, you're mirroring me, left leg, right hand, push, straighten this elbow. It lifts your shoulder up by your ear. And if you're not quite getting it today, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out sooner than you think. The looser you get, your body just creates new stretches. All right. Head down and then sit up and arch all the way. All right. Long arms to the back. Moving higher. A little bit faster pace for part of this class today. Getting your heart rate up. That blood is a really great carrier away of waste and bringing in of nutrients for your entire body. Brain, muscles, bones. All right, now let's have your arms up, legs wide. Need your legs wide enough so you can lean out, basically out over them. Hands are horizontal, but when you lean over, lift, reach, lift, reach, lift. I can hear lots of good breathing, feeding oxygen to your muscles. Reach and reach. Good. Hold it here. Open, open, open. Down again. Try not to tense the neck. Try not to push it forward. If anything, pull it back over the top of your shoulders. Good. All right, let's hold the arms about here and then try to have a loose neck. All right. Make sure your neck is straight up and that you're not doing this. So good. And then pull the chin back a little bit. Open. One arm up, one arm down. Good. And then try to relax the head and the neck. And open. Good. Sometimes I push forward with my head to try to move my arms back. And in an effort to remind myself, I keep repeating it to you too. Other way. Inhale, exhale. A little longer with the top arm, a little longer with the bottom arm. Open. Good. All right, let's switch places. And again, switch, switch. All right, so double check that you've got a nice 3-point base between your butt and your heels. Lift through your ribs and fold from your hips. Don't let any of your vertebrae round. Good. As soon as you feel your chest caving in or your shoulders rounding, please stop and re-straighten your spine. Now open, open. The stronger you are, you may go ahead and lean over further, as long as you look flat as a board. All right, switching arms, stomachs in tight, pushing your feet into the floor, and then stretch, stretching the chest and the upper back. Good. Let's relax everything and come up. Give yourself a hug. All right, as you do these classes, you have to be real sharp, real critical about your posture, because I'm not there particularly to see you or to put my hands on you and adjust where your hips are or your feet. And I know that's helpful, but also go to the movement tutorials. Maybe have somebody take a picture of you when you do a move and judge yourself, or send it to me so that I can give you a tip. You can do it through Facebook or through Instagram. And reach. Let's do this a little faster. Reach, pull, reach. You could also send it to my email, Cassie@movewithcassie.com. So many things are moving online, and as helpful as it is and convenient, sometimes it just doesn't replace the one-on-one that you'd get with a good personal trainer or a coach. But I think we're doing a pretty good job here. Reach, pull, reach. As you pull back, use that back leg to stabilize you. Reach and pull. Good. Let's round your lower spine, head down. Push away. See if you can tell that your shoulder blades, those are those bones in your upper back, are opening up. Good, and all right. Let's do some single leg exercises so that you are stronger in each individual leg, getting you more balanced, and it also improves your balance. Turn to your left, okay? So adjust yourself so you're half on, half off the chair. Hook your arm around the back, and we'll let this leg, first of all, just be stretched by gravity. Good. Find your toes on your back foot. We're going to pivot. First of all, this is a nice little stretch for the toes, especially if you have your shoes off. If your shoes are on, they're going to keep your bones in your joints immobilized, and that's no good. All right. So now, from my toes, I'm going to just pivot this knee towards the front and back down. Good. And as you do this, don't turn and look at me with your shoulders or your hip, because then you're not actually moving through the joint. You're moving through your spine. We want to move through the hip. Good. And if you're not getting hardly any movement, don't cheat. That's not going to help anything. Just know that this is a spot that you can improve. and be encouraged. It could possibly be a source of pain for you. Whenever somebody comes to me and they say they're having pain, we look for a weakness. Weakness equals pain, because those weak muscles aren't carrying their responsibility, and other ones are having to, and that's where pain comes in. In layman's terms, lift to the side. This is another one. We're going to find weak muscles. Side of the hips, part of your glutes. Your glutes are made up of at least 3 muscle groups, and the ones that come around the side of your hip are overlooked, and they're kind of lazy. Good. This will help you walk better too. Let's hold that leg out to the side, and if you're not getting the leg off the ground, that's okay. Just tensing these muscles is beginning to condition them. Push back. That's a hard one. Extend as far as you can out to the back or the side. The goal is to straighten this leg. All right, let's get the inside of your foot against the floor and get your legs straight. If you need to pull your leg out to the side to get it straight, then do that. Okay, now I'd like you to actively press the inside of your foot down against the floor. Use your stomach, use your abs, use your thigh. Relax. All right, we'll do that one more time. Extend the leg, press it down. I get asked all the time for inner thigh exercises. Here you go. 2, 3, 4, and rest. Okay, now we're going to work on this front leg, this left leg that's out over the side of your chair. Bring this leg back as far as you can. I know these tight hips want to prevent it, but do your best. And let's long spine to start. You want to imagine you can put your ribs against your thigh or close to it. Good. Now let's experiment. Push into the floor, front leg. Good. And you start coming up. Now just because I'm coming up, don't be tempted to use your hands to push. This isn't a competition. This is about strengthening your muscles so that they're strong enough to lift your own body, so that you can stay independent and pain-free and enjoy life no matter what your age, 20 or 100. You know, how come some people live well into their hundreds and have all of their faculties and their abilities and others don't?
Yay, Minerva. Yay.
That's right, yay Minerva. So I just want to leave you with that little bit of hope that you can age well, and it just takes a little bit each day. All right, so we turned, and we're half on, half off the seat. Let's let this hang down. So as much as it lies within your power, let's live as best we can. So a little bit of work on these toes, back and forth gently. You're controlling how much weight you're putting down, bending and flexing the toes. We want to be on the bottom of the toes and then on the top of the toes. And if this is too much, remember you can use your hands and manipulate your toes yourself and start loosening things up. All right, now we want to pivot. Out and down, out and down. And you might be tempted to look at me, and then your shoulders follow, and then your hips follow, and then we cheat. So let's be strict so that we work these weak muscles and work the joint. Okay, let's put 2 hands on your chair back and try to lift the entire leg straight out to the side. Knee is still bent. And just by squeezing these muscles, you're doing work. Don't be worried if you're not getting height. Okay? Form first, strength later. You can't strengthen these muscles if you don't use them, right? If you turn and you use these will never get stronger. Okay, rest, and let's extend the leg. Good. You might have to come out to the side to get the knee straight, but see how far back you can go. All right, press the inside of that foot into the floor. Real well, real good. Try not to turn and look at me though, guys. Exhale. Oh, relax now. Good. Inhale, exhale. Let's put 2 hands on your chair back. Straighten that leg. Ready? Press it against the floor. Go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and rest. All right, now we'll go for this one-legged get up again. So it's a lunge. It's a safe lunge because you have a chair underneath you. So this is a great way to do a safe instability. So it's unstable, but it's safe, and that's how we can learn to get better. Lean it over. Press through that foot and down. Press through 2 feet. Hands are for balance. They're not for pushing. If you get up at all and your feet are really close, I'd like you to try to stretch that back leg. It's much harder to get up with your feet close like this than with the back leg stretched back. As you come up, try to straighten the back knee. You'll be more comfortable. And down. Real good. All right, facing the front. Well done. Let's bring the knee up. A couple of these before we run out of time. Remember, the beauty of online classes is you can redo a favorite class anytime you want. Please leave comments for me. I love it when you do. Thank you to Bill and Linda, who have been really good at that. And I'll see you next time in class. Thank you, guys.